main and on the site. We'll see if Gen.G can actually survive because they've got 2 members in the back of site.
Right, they just have to buy time and let resources get there, but unfortunately both Guman and MkaeL are going to fall before the reinforcements, before the cavalry arrives. Now they're going to start to show up. Player 1 has to wait for his teammates, though, to ensure that it's going to be a concerted push from both ends. Shawn and huynh are going to be coming in as well. There's going to be Brax. Brax, a guy who said we need to keep an eye out for, not going to be in the action this time around. Shawn gets the best of him with a frenzy. The clock continues to tick.
Yeah, 25 seconds left on that clock, so not a lot of time left. Need 7 seconds to defuse, and time is ticking. Maybe Gen.G have given that thought up and are just looking for exits, but it seems that they are the ones that are exiting this realm. It's down to Shawn. He finds a pick early.
You see the Sova rotating away on that anchor spot in case anyone catches around the flank. They're waiting for it. huynh going to get a chance. No, huynh going to get taken out. He gets CC'd and is completely taken care of.
It's down to 2 for T1. Gen.G slowly but surely make their way onto the site, and really it's off of the TF2 heavy MkaeL with the Odin. They play with fire. Time is of the essence, and that is the 5th player, the 6th player in the lobby. But unfortunately for them, so is Spyder as they get caught in the web. The Venom strikes all down to player 1, and Spyder will take him down. He will unfortunately fall to the spike. All members on both sides will fall with the roster all together. Player 1, though, is not going to be very flexible. He's being cornered in here, and we're not looking at that same mid flank that we normally see, but player 1 is still able to find 2 picks, deny this push from T1, and gives Gen.G so much time to get onto the site. Player 1, holy smokes, he stopped 3, and now there's 2 more remaining. The paranoia from the side. Brax is still participating, but it's a 1v3, and he'll be taken down by the knives of huynh. I wish we saw some of that action towards Brax, because he still put on a show, but Gen.G still win the round.
Much of what's going on now, that's going to give the position away. Player 1 once again in an anchor spot, gets 1 looking for a second, and yeah, baby, serve it up and give it to him once again in a position where he's going to be able to cause some serious problems for T1. However, AZK takes care of him once again. It's going to be a flank, however, from Skadoodle going through tree. He takes care of Shawn, dashes his way in. He's able to take care of huynh as well, but not before huynh joins in on the action. Skadoodle playing ring around the Rosie. Oh, he's able to get 1, but he's only got 2 bullets left. He's going to have to reload a 1v1. He dashes away. God. He's got the blade sword as well, and Skadoodle gets 4!
You guys.
Oh my goodness.
Seems to be holding that angle that he was just considering peeking over, but now the other members of T1 have shown up. This is action on the opposite side of the map, away from everything that's going down. Now T1 is starting to funnel in. MkaeL gets 1. Brax trades it out. There's just 1 left on the side of Gen.G. T1 adding insult to injury. They're going to get the spike down. It's going to take care of business. They're going to get those credits, and they're going to get all the kills to boot.
For 1 for Gen.G, but this aggressive push towards A main might actually work out well for them.
Oh, the paranoia. Oh, the paranoia was so good, but it hasn't mattered up until this point as AZK is able to get 3. Yeah, player 1 got 1 of them, but the damage has been done. Gen.G down to 2 members left.
Yeah, the Stinger's not going to really help out Guman a whole lot. They're going to use the Hedwig there to clear him out. Send a couple of posts, a couple of pieces of mail to Harry Potter, but Hedwig does not find Guman there. But they still want to hit this A site. You were waiting. I know you were.
Hedwig, ladies and gentlemen, the Owl Drone has been dubbed Hedwig, no less. Another memorable moment from our very own Simo Wastik, and absolutely unreal.
Actually interested in the A side. Gen.G have prepared themselves accordingly.
T1 beginning to funnel in. This time it's going to be through tree room. Shawn's going to be there. He's able to take her 1 spot, another one going by, and he takes care of Skadoodle in the flash. He's able to take care of AZK as well. T1's just down to Brax. He's got an operator, but he doesn't have any more health. The flawless round from Gen.G to close the half. What a statement.
Sides against it. So there's a player playing B main while the rest are on site. T1 have a difficult job ahead. Now Shawn's going to see a couple of members coming through. He's going to dismiss out. So much space gathered. They're going to take them apart 1 at a time. AZK will trade. So will DaZeD. But the spike is ticking, and they need to start the defuse. There's a player that hops out. It's huynh, and it's down to the 1v1. Brax versus huynh. They end up in a 1v1, but both get eradicated by the spike. Well, where are they? We thought they were going to push in. Where did they go?
Oh, no.
This is going to be a little bit of a tougher spot. It's unfortunate for T1. Yeah, look around. It's huynh. There's 1 more player left. Gen.G played that so well. Even though it was the eco for T1, they played that so incredibly well. And I understand T1 were investigating the crime scene. They can afford to because they don't have the most ideal weaponry. but still well played from Gen.G. But they started to really come online, as you highlighted, when the person leading the charge at the moment has been a prime factor of it, but Skadoodle's gonna tell him to sit down. It was traded by Shawn, but they still made their way onto the site.
He also is 1 point away from the Blade Storm. Narrowly misses that shot. AZK is able to get one with a bit of utility as well. As the spike goes down, they try to fight through heaven. This is a brutal way to retake this site, as we've seen time and time again, but so far, so good for T1. MkaeL on the flank, not able to get a very important kill. That leaves player one the last one standing, folks. We've seen player one pull off insane heroics before. This time, he's going to get tagged up. He's going to get spotted. The tripwire was there, fortunately. Wait, okay, they do know he's there. He's able to get one, give him the second, drop things down to a 1v1, but the defuse is coming up. He's going to have to go aggressively. Skadoodle's able to get it to halftime. Skadoodle goes up and player one brings him back down.
Come on, player one. A couple more picks. He does get one weight, at least for the time being. He's just trying to survive, but unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Tony Montana drops down as DaZeD. He's going to be taken down by Shawn, but somehow T1 able to answer back. AZK having a frenzy up above, but Shawn is a factor. He is always a factor. 40 seconds remain. Shawn trying to push forward. There's the op on the opposite side. First shot's not going to connect, but the spike's in a tough spot. Skadoodle finds the shot. 10 HP and a dream. And T1 answer back. Close indeed, and huynh trying to get a little closer to the opposition as he tailwinds forward. A standard setup here for Gen.G, but when you've got DaZeD, the turret just mowing down the entryway, it's difficult for Gen.G to survive. It's all down to huynh in a 1v3, and it is possible, but he's paranoid at the current moment, trying to use the cloud smoke to give himself some space. But unfortunately, it's T1 that come out on top. Another desperate round.
Are looking to establish control on B. The smokes go down, huynh goes up, he dashes forward, he sees one, and he's met by the cold bullet of an operator from Skadoodle. Skadoodle still trying to hold that down and keep things at bay as he's just getting pushed around the smokes. There's Liz, but he hits it through the smoke anyway. Are you kidding me? Skadoodle does it again.
Of course it's Skadoodle. Who else would be able to pull such a feat off? Gen.G still have to get that spike down. It is in the hands of player one, but they know Skadoodle is in the cave, and you don't want to poke the bear who's hibernating back there. Skadoodle now going to have to deal with the closeness of player one. He does have a phantom, so he's swapped off with the powerful weapon. The spike is now down. This is going to be a little bit of a tougher spot. Tailwind's out. Gimon looking for him, but there's too many players to focus up on. T1 on map point. 4 in a row, and I would love to go back and see how that was executed, because I'm still a little dumbfounded. What was the change that was necessary for T1 to find opportunities like that? What were they reading on the Gen.G movement? Because now it's just down to 2, just down to 1. It's player one against an army of T1, and the recon ball's not going to make it any easier. He does find a pick there near the end on the Spyder, but DaZeD finding the last and final frag.
Cause a little bit of ruckus. The paranoia and the smoke come out as well to give them entry onto the site. Skadoodle and player one are able to trade a kill apiece as the clock continues to tick away. Player one from that anchor finally gets taken out. A 2v2 here for it. DaZeD is starting to defuse. The pings are out. The body block was there, and he's able to take care of him as well. What a strong start from Gen.G. Skadoodle trying to play this tight corner.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't know he's there. He don't know he's there. Yeah, he gets one. He gets the second one as well. It's a bloodbath. Skadoodle's down to 11 health. He's going to dash away and gets away with his life.
He needed the help. He's still alive. DaZeD was just there to try to support him, but he will end up falling down to the 3v3. You love to see that support. Skadoodle hides in the 50. DaZeD says, there's no one here. I'm the only one here. I'm running away. But still, they bring it down to a 3v3. Paranoia to help out with the player backside. They drop down, they take out huynh, and that's actually going to help out immensely. But player one is still alive, and now it's all down to him. 16 HP backside. Brax through the smoke. That's what I'm talking about. T1 answer back. It's an expensive round. The heroics from Skadoodle pay off. The B site, so now it's a 3v3. Oh, huynh misses such a crucial shot. Now the Blade Storm comes up. huynh just trying to run and hide. Play ring around the Rosie, but Spyder's there to accept him with his open arms. MkaeL now the last player standing. They still need to defuse the spike. Spyder finds out where the last player is located, and the paranoia is unfortunately deadly. They do trade, but still T1 manages to find a round. Needs support from AZK to play this 50. They see, okay, op shot, all right. All right, well, Skadoodle's dead, so no one's playing the 50. Psych, that's the wrong number. They only find one, though. AZK will fall, but Brax is on the site, and Brax is here to play. That's the case. Here's one come through, and back out again, down to the 2v2. They're going to hightail this spike either out of here. With the TP, it tells us it's going to be the C site, and now T1 are going to have to play retake with Shawn hightailing it over towards that C site.
Here.
Smoke down, spike is ticking. You see that it's accelerated, which means T1 need to get involved. That's going to be the tap. See how long they can provide support here for Spyder. He's up to half.
Oh no.
It's starting to tick.
Way.
Pros don't think. They don't. They just don't. It's not the worst case scenario. You know, the attacking half moving into the second half is ultimately going to be a little bit better. But we'll see what this round looks like. Skadoodle starts with the pick. Finally, this Sewers presence pays off. And now Gen.G start with a member down.
Yeah, but look at Gen.G. They're choosing to play into this anyway. They move the drone up. Skadoodle repositions, and he gets another one. Surely, at this point, they're really questioning whether or not this was the right call. Player one down as well. Gen.G at this point with 2 members left. What the heck? They might as well. Skadoodle with 4 on the operator. Just serve him up the ace. At this point, Guimon really with no options. It's just going to continue to push forward. He's going to take care of the drone. Smoke is there to at least deny the ace for the time being, but nope.
Okay. I mean, I'd imagine the strategy went something like, okay, team, you know what we need this round? Skadoodle needs Blade Storm. Got it? Good. All right, Skadoodle, just kill everybody, all right? Good. Good plan. No, start to wrap all the way back around. They've got membership on the site. The spike is ticking, but Guimon is coming in from behind. Brax is going to spot him out, and now it's down to the 2v2. DaZeD will trade him 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. And guess who wins? It's T1 of stopping this push from coming out.
They're going to funnel their way in. Spyder's there. He's going to get diced up and taken out. Brax, however, is able to trade that back as members of T1 begin to rotate over onto the C site. But by the time they get there, there's no one left. AZK is going to join the party late. The damage has been done. Gen.G with firm control of the site, and the spike is down. They're going to retreat to their post plants. 2 down C long, or well, 1 down all the way down C long. Shawn's going to be a bit closer. You've got MkaeL, who's going to be close by. Excuse me, player one is going to be close by as well. The Empress has been used. AZK severely outnumbered here and taken out half in favor of Gen.G for the last freaking almost minute and 40 seconds. Minute and 30 seconds ultimately to ensure that that was a safe play. They've gotten onto the site. They've got the spike down as well. Now Gen.G forced to fight for the retake. Indeed,
they do. And we'll see if their retakes fare up and shape up a little bit better than T1's retakes on the C side. So far, that does not seem to be the case. Spyder catches player one in his web. 2 players remain, a couple of tags. MkaeL just trying to fight Spyder off, but Gen.G, in my opinion, are infamous for walking the fine line of letting the spike explode and looking for exits. They play such they play such a pressurized point defense. They're willing to lose the round. They know that they've lost. They're just trying to make it expensive for the opposition, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Unfortunately, it's all down to the 1v2. Iman holding line, and both Omens will remain. Based on how they've played these early rounds.
There's a good assumption. Win and player one are able to take care of 2 members of T1. We mentioned Gen.G with firepower this time around, and it's going about as well as you would expect. T1 down to 2 members left. Yeah, they've managed to get onto the site. At this point, they're looking for the credits to get the spike down. As outnumbered as they are, they've got some weapons to work with. The Bulldog certainly bites there as it takes out MkaeL, but it's going to be traded back. Just 1 member left on the side of T1, and it's dazed in a corner. He was paranoia. The paranoia wore off, and the bullets did not for T1 early on. And same goes for Gen.G, really, right? Like, they're going to play aggressively, and they're expecting it. But this time it's Win, who was able to follow up as well. They've previously, excuse me. I got so excited, I just fumbled over my words. They've previously sent 2 down A long. This time they show a bit of a different look, and Win was there for a huge counterpunch.
In the sewers, right? Like, he was waiting for an op shot and then a tailwind over. But we're looking at a completely different look here from Gen.G. They get all up in your business. And the T1's like, okay, well, I guess we go hit the C site. And Gen.G's like, yeah, that's what we wanted you to do. Because they get the credits for the spike plant and they're going to get the loss bonus. That's ultimately what they wanted to try to get their own momentum, combined momentum and pendulum. That's a new word. And Brax is looking for a new word to find out how he found the frenzy frag. Skadoodle finds a second. It's down to 3 for Gen.G. Things are not looking so hot. The paranoia is going to make things worse. It's all down to MkaeL. This round slipped away completely. The thrifty right underneath the nose of Gen.G. They have to be scratching their heads about that one, but the B-side execute is so difficult for the defense to handle.
While ideally, you're getting MkaeL, who's going to be pushing in from the attacking side at the same time. Shawn is able to take care of one of the anchors as Guman takes care of the other one as well. Spyder's one of the last ones standing. The Rolling Thunders use Spyder trying to stay alive. Somehow is able to win that fight. He dropped things down to 1v1. He's got the Phantom and he clutches it out. Spyder with a serious impact for T1.
Oh, he makes it out too. Smooth moves. Drift round of their own up and coming right here.
13 seconds left. The spike is finally going to go down. AZK holding things down in hell. As the crossfire comes in, AZK gets one. GenG just down to 2 members left. A difficult situation. They just don't have a ton of room to work with at all. Shawn's the last one standing. He's got a sheriff, and he's not even going to get a chance.
It becomes, will they hit the C site? But the fact that he's not there, and the fact that they haven't gathered a lot of information, this A site's about to come in fast.
Yeah, Shawn is able to get one, but he gets traded out. MkaeL and win both initial anchors. But Brax gets 3. Are you kidding me? He's managed to stop the defenses. The members of GenG are going to have to rotate over, but by the time they show up, the spike is going to be down. Guimon's going to be the first one there. As player 1 begins to rotate over as well, there's nobody coming in behind them. Player 1 and Guimon both have to focus on the site here, but they're outnumbered, Simo.
They may want to save the weapons. The economy is not going to be amazing. I think they should be able to at least be relatively competitive moving into the next one, but they don't want to slip away. Player 1 hops in, almost finds the frag. It's all down to Guimon, and they will lose every single weapon for Gen.G. T1 11-9.
DaZeD playing in short needs to be careful as player 1 is starting to creep his way up towards A. The rest of the members of Gen.G begin to funnel in. Shawn's able to get an important opening pick, but AZK trades it right back out on the flank. There's no additional pressure coming in from any other side. It's just it. They're going to start to defuse it, and the Rolling Thunder comes in, but Shawn manages to dodge it. DaZeD is able to pick them apart, though, as he gets 2. The Bladestorm was there. Shawn with 3. I don't know that he's going to have enough time. Ladies and gentlemen, it might not matter. It's probably down to a 1v1. Shawn does it, but it does not matter. T1 eliminate Gen.G.